WSTM-TV Syracuse. WSTM-TV Syracuse. And now, Channel 3 News Nightcast with Tom Miller, Lisa Schweitzer, Roger Springfield on sports, and meteorologist Wayne Mahar.
Good evening, I'm Lisa Schweitzer. Tom.
WSTM-TV Syracuse. And now, the Weekend Report with Jackie Robinson and Steve Schnall on sports.
Good evening. 7 officials are in Moscow tonight.
WSTM-TV Syracuse. And now, Channel 3 News Nightcast with Tom Miller, Lisa Schweitzer, Roger Springfield on sports, and meteorologist Wayne Mahar.
Good evening, and thanks for joining us. There is relief tonight for a Clay woman who's...
WSTM-TV Syracuse. And now, Channel 3 News Nightcast with Jackie Robinson, Steve Schnall on sports, and meteorologist Sam Evans.
Good evening.
The news station, WSTM-TV. And now, Channel 3 News Nightcast with Jackie Robinson, Steve Schnall on sports, and meteorologist Sam Evans.
Good evening.
News station, WSTM-TV. And now, Channel 3 News at 6 with John Nicholson and Lisa Schweitzer, Roger Springfield on sports, and meteorologist Wayne Mahar.
Good evening. What you are eating could kill you.
WSTM, the news station. And now, live from the New York State Fair, Channel 3 News at 6.
Here we go to the balloons to open the 1989 New York State Fair.
The news station, WSTM-TV. And now, Channel 3 News Nightcast with John Nicholson and Lisa Schweitzer, Roger Springfield on sports, and meteorologist Wayne Mahar.
Good evening, and thanks for being with us.
News station, WSTM-TV Syracuse. And now, Channel 3 News, Olympic Edition.
Good evening. Here are some of the stories we'll have for you tonight on Channel 3 News Nightcast.
You're watching WSTM, Channel 3 in Syracuse. And now, John Nicholson, Jackie Robinson, meteorologist Wayne Mahar, and Roger Springfield on sports. This is Channel 3 News at 6, in touch with Central New York.
The story about what this man did has changed, and so has the charge. Good evening. Up front tonight.
You're watching WSTM, Channel 3 in Syracuse. And now, John Nicholson, meteorologist Wayne Mahar, and Roger Springfield on sports. This is Channel 3 News Nightcast, in touch with Central New York.
They are getting organized. Are they against older people? They say, no, that's not the problem. Good evening. It's a neighborhood near Syracuse University.
You're watching WSTM, Channel 3 in Syracuse. And now, Matt Mulcahy, meteorologist Hank Lucas, and sports with David Ryan. This is Channel 3 News Nightcast, in touch with Central New York.
The fight for freedom coming fast and furious in the Soviet Union. People are changing history before our eyes.
WSTM-TV 3, in touch with Central Square and Central New York. More news, more often. This is TV3 Action News at 6.
Never again. Flood victims want guarantees they'll never have to live through another spring like the spring of '93. And death threats aimed at Senator Alphonse D'Amato. With a big story on Action News tonight.
WSTM-TV 3, in touch with Earlville and Central New York. more news, more often. This is TV3 Action News Nightcast.
A talk about behavior, kids and guns in school, and still trying to get help to clean up after the mud. But the big story on Action News.
You're watching WSTM-TV 3 Syracuse. Now, TV3 Action News Nightcast with Don Lark and Jackie Robinson.
Good evening. The big story on Action News, more outrage over the violence on the Onondaga Nation.
Covering the Finger Lakes and all of Central New York, this is TV3 Action News, more often with Don Lark and Jackie Robinson.
The heartbreaking search for a little Bronx girl's body. That story leads off our Covering America report.
NBC3 Syracuse. Now, from Central New York's news leader, Don Lark, Paula Gorell, and Wayne Mahar with the weather outside. This is Action News at 5.
Live, local, late breaking. The news continues live at 5. Live, local, late breaking. The news continues live at 5:30.
Another big push by state legislators to get the gas tax removed for the summer travel season. Good evening, everybody. I'm Jeff Glore.
And I'm Jackie Robinson.
Live, local, late breaking. Action News live at 5:30. With Jackie Robinson, Jeff Glore, and meteorologist Wayne Mahar of Weather Team 3. WSTM-TV Syracuse. Live, local, late breaking. The news continues live at 6.
15 banks and 3 years later, police make an arrest that stops one of the city's longest crime streaks. Good evening, I'm Don Lark.
And I'm Jackie Robinson. The longest running string of brain.
Live, local, late breaking. Action News live at 6. With Jackie Robinson, Don Lark, meteorologist Wayne Mahar with Weather Team 3, and Joe Zone with the 2-minute drill. WSTM-TV Syracuse. Live, local, late breaking. The news continues live at 11.
Summertime is nearly here, and we're already using more electricity.
Live, local, late breaking. This is Action News, live at 11.
Tonight, a story you'll see only on Action News. Charges of sexual harassment against a Cazenovia College official leads to a flood of emails, gossip, and a controversial reaction from the school's president.
Live, local, late breaking. This is Action News, live at 5.
Breaking news on the carrier cuts. You saw it first here on Action News 3. The governor trying to make a last-minute deal to save 1,200 jobs. Good evening. I'm Jackie Robinson.
And I'm Dan Kleffler.
Live, local, late breaking. This is the Action News Night Team.
One person killed in Parrish tonight as snowy roads and poor visibility send a car sliding off State Route 69.
It's been the scene in Fulton all day. The snow still falling fast and furious.
And that new batch of snow is on its way to Syracuse, but in the meantime, it's just bitter cold.
And the Action News Night Team bringing you live team coverage of this winter weather and how...
Live, local, late breaking. This is the Action News Night Team. Live, local, late breaking. This is Action News 3, live at 5.
New at 5:30, a new worm called the Kama Sutra virus.
Now from NBC3, live, local, late breaking. This is Action News 3, live at 6.
It was certainly a fantasy of mine to be in this position.
Live, local, late breaking. You're watching Action News 3, live at 6.
Speaking of all-stars...
Now from NBC3, live, local, late breaking. This is Action News 3, live at 11.
Breaking news tonight, an arrest 1 week after a police officer is injured. Police tonight say 25-year-old Jaja Romaine rammed into a police car here on Willow Street last week.
Live, local, late breaking. You're watching Action News 3, live at 11.
Well, a reminder tonight.
From CNY Central, this is Today in Central New York on NBC3. Presented in enhanced widescreen. Voted Best Newscast by the Syracuse Press Club for the second year in a row.
Good morning, and thanks so much for starting off your day with us today. It is Tuesday, October 30th. I'm Lisa Spitz.
And I'm Peter Hall. We've been lucky here in Central New York to avoid the worst of the weather.
From CNY Central, this is NBC3 News at 5.
Good evening. Welcome to NBC3 News at 5. I'm Matt Mulcahy.
And I'm Megan Coleman. Tonight, the governor is in Oneida asking the president to declare a federal disaster in some of the areas hit hard by flooding.
This is NBC3 News at 6.
Good evening. I'm Matt Mulcahy.
This is the CW6 News at 10.
Good evening. I'm Matt Mulcahy. We're facing multiple weather warnings as we begin tonight.
A suspicious package shuts down part of Route 5 in Camillus for hours today. I'm Caitlin Nuclo. The latest on the investigation and whether drivers were ever in danger, coming up.
Plus, we had a few days off, but now the temperatures are dropping. The lake effect snow is returning. NBC3 News at 11 starts right now.
From CNY Central, this is NBC3 News at 11. Now in enhanced widescreen.
And welcome to the new look of NBC3 News. You're now watching us on our new set in enhanced widescreen format. We'll show you much more about what this all means for you still ahead.
This is NBC3 News at 11.
Breaking news tonight out of Virginia. 2 Virginia men have been arrested on terrorism charges. One was allegedly trying to travel to Syria to join the Islamic State.
The 2016 Edward R. Murrow Award winner for overall excellence in news. This is NBC3 Today in Central New York.
Here's what's coming up this morning. What Syracuse police will soon have that will help them better serve the community.
And what big attraction is being unveiled at the State Fairgrounds today?
Outside right now, nothing on the Cuba Community College Live triple top of the radar. It's cool. We have clear skies. Most of us enjoying the sunshine as the sun is coming up currently and having that sunshine all day long. It's warmer this afternoon, still with comfortable humidity values. Many of us hitting a high of 84 to 88. We'll show you this hour by hour and a look ahead to the fair and the weekend next.
Good morning, and thanks so much for joining us. I'm Lisa Spitz.
And I'm Jeremy Miller. New this morning.
The 2016 Edward R. Murrow Award winner for overall excellence in news. This is NBC3 News at 5. Winner of the Emmy Award for Best Newscast.
Good evening. The countdown is on for opening day of the New York State Fair with just hours now to go until the gates open.
From NBC3, winner of the Edward R. Murrow Award for overall excellence in news. This is the Weekend News at 11.
Good evening. I'm Samantha German. As Central New York sees an increase in drug use, many are looking to help those affected.
This is Today in Central New York.
It is going to be very busy out on the roads today.
The 2016 Edward R. Murrow Award winner for overall excellence in news. You're watching NBC3 News at 5.
We begin tonight with breaking news. Dug into our newsroom moments ago. A jury reaches a decision in the Charleston church massacre.
You're watching NBC3 News at 5.
We begin tonight with breaking news that we've been covering throughout the day on a story we've been following for 2 weeks now.
You're watching NBC3 News at 5. with Matt Mulcahy, Megan Coleman, Chief Meteorologist Wayne Mahar, and Sports Director Nico Tamurian. You're watching NBC3 News at 5:30.
Live to Hancock Airport tonight, the newly remodeled airport. It's worth adding.
The 2016 Edward R. Murrow Award winner for overall excellence in news. You're watching NBC3 News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Matt Mulcahy.
And I'm Megan Coleman. We have extensive...
You're watching NBC3 News at 6 with Matt Mulcahy, Megan Coleman, Chief Meteorologist Wayne Mahar, and Sports with Nico Tamurian. 6 News at 10.
Good evening, I'm Matt Mulcahy with the 10 at 10, the 10 stories you need to know at 10 o'clock. We're back in Weather Alert tonight.
You're watching CW6 News at 10 with Matt Mulcahy, meteorologist Mike Brookins, and Sports with Nico Tamurian. The 2016 Edward R. Murrow Award winner for overall excellence in news. You're watching NBC3 News at 11.
We begin tonight with breaking news. Just after 11 o'clock this morning, 911 received a call from a man claiming he murdered his girlfriend. And happening now at 11, new perspective out of Southern California tonight. We talked to a Central New York Army National Guardsman about helping to fight those flames. Snow is coming back into the picture heading into the weekend. We're tracking the areas that are likely to get several inches if you're out on the road. Plus, return to sender, 3 words you don't want to hear during the holiday season, how this may put a damper on the holiday season for soldiers overseas. NBC3 News at 11 starts right now. Well, the weather wall will be red once again once we get to Molly. We're following a weather alert up north.
This is NBC3 Weekend News at 11.
We begin with breaking news tonight. Good evening, I'm Victoria Carmen. A heavy police presence in Lynn Court.
You're watching Today in Central New York.
You know, some of you could wake up to fog this morning, otherwise get set for a return of the sunshine today. Good.
Watching Weekend Today in Central New York.
The Lafayette Apple Festival just getting underway, bringing thousands of people to southern Onondaga County for a fun weekend.
You're watching NBC3 News at 5.
Sharpshooters could start killing deer in Syracuse as soon as December.
You're watching NBC3 News at 6.
It is the first vaping-related death here in New York State.
This is the NBC3 News at 7 with Michael Benny.
Good evening and welcome to something new that's working for you.
You're watching the CW6 News at 10.
Good evening, I'm Lauren Khalil, in for Matt tonight. Bear Road Elementary School in North Syracuse.
You're watching NBC3 News at 11.
Good evening, I'm Lauren Khalil, in for Matt tonight.